Hello, what's up my dudes? It's me, Toby from Morningwood. Welcome back to the channel and my backyard. And for today's video, we're going to review Lotus's two table saws, the older model and the newer model. I've had this older model for about 1.5 years and the newer model for about 3 months. But that is just enough time to give you a review of both of these. So for starters, let's start with the older model. Let's zoom in. So this is Lotus's older model table saw. This is the LTST 1800X. And for me, the highlight of this table saw is its tabletop. It has a very big tabletop. It has right out of the box 29 1/4 inch width and 25 inches length. So, but the best part, it can extend. The con of this, medyo mahirap lang siyang i-extend. Yan, you have to unscrew 2 screws each side, loosen, tighten. There. But a little hassle for a very big tabletop. Not bad trade-off. That's a very good trade-off. So let's raise the blade. Okay, so the max width of the table saw once fully extended is 47 1/4 inches. So dumagdag siya ng 20 inches after extending. Now from the blade, your max cutting capacity would be 26 inches. So that's enough for more than half of a whole plywood. That is plenty much for what you need. So that's one of the highlights I like of this table saw. Next is the fence. Ang fence, yan yung mga tao na malalapit sa'yo. Ka-vibes mo, katropa, tapos pag sa katagalan, magiging best friends mo na. The fence of the older model table saw is a full-length fence. And this is the locking system. There. So, right out of the box, you need to calibrate this. You will need to loosen these screws so that you can adjust. And then you're good to go. So I like this because of its full length fence. Some table saws are just about 3/4 length, and though it's technically safe, it technically works, having a full length fence makes you feel safer and feel that it works better. So it's nice to have visual reinforcements for these. So yeah, I really love the full length fence. Next, the blade height. The max cutting depth is the max cutting depth is 85 inches. 85 inches, 85 centimeters. Wow, inches. 85 millimeters. So the max cutting depth is 85 millimeters. This also has a cutting angle of 45 degrees, max 45 degrees. You can cut anywhere between 1 and 45 degrees. So if you need miter joints, miter boxes, you can do it with this. And then this table saw boasts of an 1800 watt power. So it has enough power to cut all your stuff. I've got pine wood, I've got mahogany, I've got walnut, teak, and so much more. This has the capacity to cut softwoods and hardwoods. With ease, it is 1.5 years with me, and I still use it to cut those hardwoods. And another pro of this table saw is that it comes with its own stand. It is easy to assemble, it is stable, and it works. So at the price point of 11,000. 1.5 years ago, I bought this for 11,000. Still works, still great. Perfect, perfect. Sobrang sulit niya. I'd recommend this for a beginner, yung papasok pa lang sa woodworking and you want to have a feel of a table saw, how it works. This is a very budget-friendly, user-friendly table saw. And also because Lotus has a very great after-sales service, ma-assist kayo sa mga problema or whatever, pag-calibrate, ma-assist ka ni Lotus. So, next to the newer model, introducing to you Lotus's newest table saw. This is the LTST 254 RPF Pro. That's a mouthful. So, this is Lotus's newer table saw, just released last year, 2022. This boasts of 2,000 watts of power. It can cut your hardwoods, softwoods with ease and efficiency. I've cut here mahogany, pine wood, acacia, walnut, all those hardwoods with ease and efficiency. Next, the highlight of this table saw is really the rack and pinion fence system. And why is this a game changer? Because at the price point of 15,000 with a rack and pinion fence and all of its features, sobrang sulit nito. Mas mahal siya kaysa sa older model, but with the added features, sobrang sulit yung dagdag na 4,000. So, the rack and pinion fence, why is it much better? Because it stays parallel, however, wherever you move it, you can micro-adjust with ease. Sobrang dali mag-micro-adjust. And it has a max cutting width of, let's raise the blade. By the way, Lotus is selling their own line of blades. This is the X1 line of blades of Lotus. Check that out. So it has the max cutting width of, wow, 25 and 3/4, almost 26. Kasi parang 25 and 7/8. So almost 26 inches cutting width. That's so much. That is a little wider than half of the plywood. I think a very good rule of thumb is when buying a table saw, the max cutting depth, the max cutting width should be at least over 25 inches. You can cut so much with that already. Other than that, once you have chosen your width, it has an easy locking system. The locking system is located at the right of the table saw. If you push it down, it will lock your rack and pinion fence. So see, it won't budge, it won't move, it will stay in place for fixed and accurate cuts. So just lift this up and you can move freely. Lock it in place. Nada, none. So that's a very nice feature, that locking system. Next, the locking system of the blade. This can also cut at a max of 45 degrees. And the good thing about this is it goes exactly to 45 degrees. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It has an accurate 45 degree. So as you can see, it can reach exactly up to 45 degrees. So if you're looking for a table saw that can do a very good job in miter joints, this is the table saw for you. So that locking system is also very reliable. It has a max cutting depth of, oh wow, parang ngayon ko lang to napansin. It has a max cutting depth of 95 millimeters. Zoom natin. It has a max cutting depth of 95 millimeters. So that's a lot of wood. That's a lot of depth to cut out. That's in inches, 3 3/4, I guess. And of course, the paddle switch. It is a very nice safety feature. If you turn it on, you can turn it off with ease. You can use your knees, you can use your whatever. It's easy to locate. You don't need to find that specific red button. You can easily turn it off with the paddle switch. Next is also the housing of your push stick. It won't ever get lost. It has its own housing of the push stick. So quality of life. Now, the only thing that is a bummer, wala siyang kasamang stand. So I had to make a stand of its own. Lotus is selling a stand specifically for this table saw. You can search it in their official Shopee page. By making your own stand, you can adjust its exact height to what you need. At the price point of 15,000, this table saw is also very good for beginners. A very nice entry-level table saw that has so much features, quality of life features, and safety features. So kung pagpipilian nyo ako sa dalawa, I'd go with this one. Since, syempre, mas maraming features, mas maraming safety features, quality of life features, mas maganda to at a very affordable price point of 15,000. But since I also have this one, I use both of them equally naman here. I use this for rough cutting. I use this for the final size cutting. Or for miter joints. I use this more for miter joints because mas reliable siya. This is more reliable at the 40-degree bevel compared to this one. For me. What else? The difference in the watts, 1800 and 2000, it is not a very significant change, but it will matter in the long run. This will be more efficient in cutting harder woods, harder material, longer times compared to this one. And lastly, this one is compact. It is lightweight compared to this one, but this is also manageable. The weight and size is manageable, but this is just a whole lot better. This at the price point of 11,000, a very good beginner's table saw. If you have an extra budget, this is also very, very nice as a beginner's table saw. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share, comment your thoughts, what you like better, this or this one. So see you in the next one. Bye.